We're on. We are here, and we are.
They
deserve
to know.
Woo! Welcome to our first episode.
Our very first episode.
I can't believe we're here.
I know, you guys. We're here.
Girl.
We're live from San Francisco.
Live from San Francisco. It's a beautiful sunny day.
It's like the universe wanted us to do this. They gave us sun.
They gave us a peaceful Friday afternoon.
Yes.
And we're here to tell our stories. All right, so we're going to get started with our podcast, They Deserve to Know, with introductions. So we're going to go, what's your name, where you're from,
okay,
and more fun facts about you.
Okay, cool. Well, I can start off then. Hi, everyone. So my name is Britney. I'm so excited to be here with my best friends, Juani. Yay! I am from Los Angeles, California. I'm closer to the 562 area. So I'm actually from Bellflower, but moved to San Francisco about 3 years ago now, which is crazy. I went to UCLA and graduated class of 2022 from the #1 public university.
Girl,
go Bruins.
Don't even start.
Now working in big tech, which I will talk about forever because I'm so grateful. It brought me some of the best people of my life, so I'm excited to be sharing about that. I'm a Capricorn, if it wasn't obvious already, but Libra rising, which is always interesting to share. And yeah, very nice to meet you. I'll pass it over to my bestie.
Thank you, bestie. Hi, everyone. My name is Juan, like Juan and only. I am originally from Colombia. I grew up in a small city called Bucaramanga. I immigrated to the United States when I was 10 to Sacramento, so I'm from Sacramento as well.
Sacktown.
Sac, baby. I went to UC Berkeley, the actual #1 public university in the world. We are rivals in that way. But we do have a commonality, which we also work in big tech. Brittany and I, we'll get into how we met, but yeah, we worked there. And then my zodiac sign, also a Capricorn. So I'm a December baby, December 29. And yeah, I'm so excited to be here. And our next section of this podcast, we're going to do hot seat questions.
Oh my god.
Okay, so for 1 minute, you have to answer hot seat questions, and we're gonna do it. Ready?
Yeah, let's do it.
There's 2 types of people in the world. What are they?
The ones who entertain and the ones that are scared.
Period. Okay. Dogs or cats?
Dogs.
Okay. Favorite food?
Oh my god, ceviche. I love a good ceviche.
Damn. Alright.
Yeah.
Favorite place you've traveled?
Singapore.
And favorite hobby?
Traveling. We travel often.
We travel all the time.
Hear more.
We'll hear the travel stories. Coachella's coming up soon. We're going to talk about that. Tell me, what's your favorite color?
Purple.
And lastly, if you could do anything in the world without money's not a problem, what would it be?
Not work.
Oh, okay. So we are ditching capitalism today.
It's gonna be Berkeley.
It's literally
It's
gonna be
gonna be
Berkeley. I love that.
Okay. You ready for your hot
I'm ready.
seat?
Let's do it.
Okay. We
Hit
have 1 minute on the clock. Favorite food?
Pizza.
Favorite color?
Gold.
Does pineapple go on pizza?
Hell yeah, it does. It goes on hot dogs.
Oh,
yeah.
hot take. Okay.
I'm Colombian. We put pineapple in hot dogs. Okay.
Okay. Arepas, Colombian or Venezuelan?
Colombian.
Oh!
Absolutely.
Okay.
Absolutely.
Favorite city in Colombia?
Favorite city, Medellin. I will be going there in a month. I'm pumped.
Maluma or Karol G?
Karol G.
Karol G or Shakira?
Shakira. OG.
Period. She's a baddie. Tell me, 2 types of people in the world. What are they?
People who entertain and people who watch.
San Francisco or Berkeley?
San Francisco. Oh my god. I love San Francisco.
West Hollywood or San Francisco?
Oof. San Francisco over West Hollywood.
Last question. Favorite purchase of yours in the past few
Favorite
years?
purchase? Okay, so I actually bought a remarkable... It's literally... So, Brittany and I have this joke, and when we buy something that's like totally unnecessary, that's a lot of money, we call it a manic episode. This was my manic episode of last month, and it's literally a piece of paper on like a tablet form, and you just write on it.
He paid for a notebook, you guys, an electronic notebook. And don't you have an iPad already?
I do, but it's not the same.
Y'all let us know.
It's worth it. It's so bougie. Okay, imagine you're like on your meetings, and then you take out this like bougie notebook, and you start writing on it, everyone's like, what is that? All my like managers and directors are like, oh my god, show it to me. They're interested. So there is a game that
glorified Google Doc. A glorified Google Doc is what you purchase. But if you like it, I love it.
You know, we work for a reason.
Support it, whatever.
I love it. Brittany, so why did we start this podcast?
A manic episode, indeed.
Yeah. Oh
but
literally,
to be fair, one of the reasons and why I love Juani so much was I actually met Juan in Big Tech. He was one of my mentors, actually, and he continues to be a mentor. I learned so much, and so I know we didn't do like a formal intro, but I am first gen, so I am the first in my family to work in corporate, and so did not know anything kind of coming into a really big job, you know? And so I found it, or I tried to find a community really, and Juan actually ended up being one of the people that I like gravitated towards because he was himself, very open about being, you know, immigrant, first gen, so we became really good friends. That being said, I learned so much from him and other first gen people that I wanted to share it, and I think this is a good place for us to have a platform to share that all with you guys.
Yeah, I agree. But also, I feel like there's so much talk right now about Gen Z, and with Gen Z, everyone's talking about it, everyone's looking down on it, and I feel like it needs to come from the source. And we need to be able to just tell people how it is, how it's actually awesome to be Gen Z in corporate, how innovative, how fun we are, and how we know our boundaries. Yeah.
Wait,
pause for a second.
Why do I feel like it's super? Oh my god, guys, we have an impromptu guest.
Right.
I think it's the Armando.
Oh, it's Armando.
He's gonna fix the toilet.
On the day that we have the podcast. On the hour we started filming.
The 1 hour.
Girl.
Oh. Okay, wait. I think this is a good.
Yeah.
This is our lore. This is the lore, you guys.
And he's gonna come by. We can have him on.
Girl, not the interview. Oh, sorry guys. We had a brief interruption.
Just say it.
Okay,
Just
so
go.
last Saturday there was a rager in this apartment. Basically, the next morning we woke up and someone broke the toilet handle. The toilet handle was completely broken. I had to contact my landlord and I had to tell them like, hey, can you come by and fix it? The super decided to come right now as we're filming. For the
Literally, the 10 minutes we start filming, come to fix the toilet.
But you know what?
This is iconic.
This is iconic. Guys,
That's the point.
This is our manic episode era. Like, we're so happy to have you. You're a part of it now.
You're part of our lives now. So this is what's happening.
So
Anyways, let's go back to why this podcast is important. Okay, Brittany. Why is this podcast important for us?
So, I mean, again, I learned so much by being in corporate. First in my family to do all of this, and so I had to come in with a learning space. You know, I was like, okay, how do I connect with managers? How do I connect with people? How do I make sure I ask good questions? Like, all of that came with executive presence, right? So it's something that I learned, and I feel like we also want to share what we've learned. Juan and I, thankfully, have had really great careers so far, and we're Gen Z, so why not also show you guys what it's like to slay in the corporate world and have fun? So that's kind of why I thought it'd be important for us to do this.
I think we need to have a voice, and I feel like Gen Z is under attack. They call us lazy, they call us like we
mental
just
health
quit,
queens.
mental health queens, like we're dramatic, but honestly, we just grew up in an environment that is like always changing and like constant like technology advancements. We want to build a platform where we can talk to other people who are Gen Z, other people who are in corporate, right? And like shed a positive light to these things.
And so that's how we kind of came up with our title. They
deserve
to
know.
Part 2. But yeah, what does that mean for you, Juan?
Okay, they deserve to know. I think people are easily influenced nowadays, especially people who are not Gen Z, into like what Gen Z actually looks like.
So true.
Every day on my For You page, you know, I get a new news article saying Gen Z quits their jobs faster than any other generation, or Gen Z is like spending too much money. But there's like very few things that are talking about it positively. Brittany and I are very successful people. We're young and very successful in our careers in big tech. And we want to share that with the world and share how we're accomplishing this and how we're making an impact in a positive way for Gen Z.
Yeah, 100%. And again, we want to share learnings. We also like want to have fun with you all. Like, we've had fun testing out different things. Also being the first Gen Z of my team, you were also the first Gen Z of your team. Also just learning how to navigate certain spaces and also finding friends throughout the process too.
Yeah, and I feel like one thing I've noticed in big tech too, and probably in corporate overall, a lot of Gen Z who, when they join a team and people are much older, they have a really difficult time standing up. Even though they're highly qualified and they could be really great at the job, they can be limiting themselves, right? Because they feel like they don't have that support or they don't have as much experience of other people. But I feel like that's where we've done a great job of just like pushing through, being confident. It's allowed us to be this successful this young. And so we want to like have like a support network with y'all.
Exactly, and that's why we feel like y'all deserve to know, because we want to share these learnings and we want you guys to also be able to thrive in your careers and also be able to take it home and also have fun hanging out with us too, because a lot of this will be centered around like corporate stuff, but it'll also be centered around like our daily lives. Hence the total interruption. We're excited to be joining.
And we'll say 3 words: laugh, learn, and slay. Those are our 3 objectives for y'all.
Yes.
So, Brittany, next section, we're going to have a spiral moment of the week.
How do I decide on which one to share?
Oh God, every week we have a different spiral moment. And we're going to be sharing with you what's our spiral moment of the week. For me, the podcast, literally I was like, Brittany, I need a hobby. So Brittany and I, to give you context, we've done a lot. We did pottery, we did some yoga.
What do we call them? We will work with these side ventures.
Oh, our side quests.
Side quests.
Our side quests.
Side quests.
So this is a spiral moment, but also a side quest, our podcast. We want to grow our reign in the podcast world. But we also did bartending.
We did? No, we're literally like, we are mixologists. Like, we literally can make you guys a drink. You want a lemon drop? I got you. You want what was your favorite drink to make?
I love margarita. The old fashioned with the egg white. We fluff it up. It's so good.
You did eat with that.
Or whiskey sour. I'm sorry.
Yeah, but with the egg. It was really good. Paul was like super good at like the drinks and stuff. It was really fun.
You're really operational. She apparently made like a party of 20 people. She made them all drinks.
I did, you guys.
That's cool. I get frustrated. I'm like, there's so much.
I do recommend, because it was actually a Friendsgiving with my partner, and it was like 20 of his friends. My first time meeting them. I was the top girl that night. I'm gonna say how it is, because I was making drinks for everyone. It was a flex. Anyways, point is, if you want to grow your skills, definitely look into a bartending class. Okay.
Roping it back to the spiral moment. We wanted a hobby. Brittany is super into public speaking, as so am I. I actually had an old TikTok account in college. And you know, just in San Francisco, I feel like there's just not a lot of content creators. The energy, it's not the same as like, for instance, LA or New York, where there's a lot more. But we were like, you know what? Like, we're both passionate about this topic. We both like being on camera. We both like talking. So let's just like
we love a good yap sesh.
Literally. We had a manic episode about $1,000 camera because we were like, if we gotta do this, we gotta do this right. We gotta invest money. So that was the spiral moment of the week. Well, how about you?
I'm glad we did it. And y'all should see, we have like lights and stuff set up from this TikTok era, which we will get to in one of the future episodes of this. So excited to also review that. What was my spiral? Oh my God, Coachella.
Oh my God, I forgot that happened.
Let me start off by saying, I don't have in-unit laundry, so I still have laundry from Coachella actually. Today we bought, Coachella 2025, today we bought pre-sale for Coachella 2026. We added 4 people to our group of 12, so we're now going to be staying in 4 different hotel rooms. But I think in total, we dropped, how much was that? $700 for 16 people. Y'all do the math.
Do the math.
That was our spiral moment.
We were about to do Coachella Safari for
oh my gosh.
Okay, we gotta recap Coachella.
Yeah, wait, but also we need to discuss Safari also. So if you didn't know, Coachella does have like different ticket passes. We did GA. We're doing GA again, GA plus Shuttle. But there's also something called Safari, which I didn't know about until TikTok. For your page. Yeah, and basically it's an artist pass. You get like a golf cart that takes you around. We're Delulu, that's obvious already. We were like full send on doing this, getting those passes, spending $2K a ticket. Realized was humbled real quick because we realized that these tickets actually come out in tier sets, and by the time we learned about it, they were already on tier 2. which meant that each ticket was 6,000.
6,000. And you still have to share a bed with someone, like a queen bed.
Yeah, so
we were like, once we need 2 more promotions. The whole team just needs maybe one, maybe our next one.
Yes. So yeah, basically we were humbled and we decided not to do that. Kind of recollected with our group, and then we decided all to do GA plus Shuttle. So
yeah.
As of today, we'll be going to 2026 Coachella.
Oh, so excited.
I do think you mentioned it already, but we should recap Coachella also.
Yes. Coachella, it was my first year ever. And before, I would see like everything going on. I would see all of the clips and everyone was like, oh, it's so much fun. I just thought the desert was not meant for me, like honestly.
I mean, that's fair. It's a desert. Coachella's also in the middle of nowhere. People think it's LA. It's not LA. It is a desert.
It's literally so far out from LA. And then, so I was like, it's not meant for me. But then we went, oh my god, it was like the best time of my life. Like, I've never felt that much euphoria in like one place. And it was just so iconic. Like, I worked super hard for like my outfits and like, you know, like making sure I look good, hitting the gym. And I just felt so good. And like being surrounded by like my besties was so fun.
Yes, I always say this too, because this was my 4th Coachella. Coachella is more than a lineup. People always hate on the lineup, etc., or like hate on going too far, whatever it is, but Coachella really is an experience. And I mean this as someone who's gone a couple of times now. It really is more than just the music, because Coachella really does feel like an experience, you guys. I don't know how else to describe it. Maybe it's like the LA or the SoCal energy. I don't know, but it's a great experience.
Yeah.
That being said, because it was your first time, I want to hear more about your highlight, your low light. I want to hear about it all. Give it to us.
Oh my god. Okay. So the highlight was Charlie XCX. Oh my god. Okay, so I'm not like, I listened to some of her music. You know, like Girls So Confusing was like our favorite like friend group song of using sometimes. Like 360 right on TikTok. So like I like Charlie, listening to some songs at the gym, but like not too much. Being there and like that energy of everyone, like the brat, and like then when she came out with Lord, I like, oh my god, Lord, and then Billy, who's like my favorite. I listen to Billy and Lord every day, and when they came out, I was crying. I was just like, it was like euphoria moment. It was crazy.
Also, Troy also came out too. So
Troy,
we also went weekend 1,
so
which was sick because I think the second weekend she didn't bring out anybody.
Yeah.
But we went weekend 1 and it was euphoric, honestly.
Yeah.
I could feel like people were jumping. It's crazy because I feel like when you see the live stream, like people was like, Coachella's so dead, mama. But I was like, what part of the crowd is Coachella choosing to like film? Because where I feel like the ground was shaking. Like everyone was jumping. So I don't know. At least that's
and I was shook because weekend 2, Charlie was talking to the audience and she was saying, we don't talk about weekend 1. And we're like, I felt like I was giving like my 120% in that.
Oh, and there was video proof. Like, there was video proof of us, like, having our little hearts. And the videos are just us spiraling because, like, we were just so into the moment that, like, also these videos are just, like, so, like, I don't know. Weekend 1 gets a lot of hate, which maybe, for some stuff it's valid, but I will say there are some people that go, like us, and we do have a good time and also get to enjoy everything.
Exactly. So. We're so confusing sometimes.
So, we took the shuttle for the first time this year. We were not familiar with the game here. Mm-hmm. Should we walk through the day?
Let's talk about the worst one, the worst part, because that was crazy.
Okay, basically Lady Gaga, first night, slays. She ate. Gaga-chella, truly. Like, she ate. She really did so well. Incredible performer. She ended, at 1 a.m., I think? 1 a.m. already. We decide to, be cutesy and go to the bathroom, fill up our waters before the shuttles.
Prepare to go home because we were happy. But of course at Coachella, everything takes 30 minutes. Literally to get water, 30 minutes. Bathroom 30 minutes. And we had a big group. We were 10, 12 people. It was insane.
It was insane.
We're walking back from the campground to the bus shuttle. And we see the line is just massive. And then our group is just walking slow. And then we're in line. And we're in line.
Guys, we were in line.
And it's 3 a.m. already. And we were in line.
Girl.
And literally 2.5 hours in line.
And guys, we're standing during this time. It's not like you're moving fast. Like when you're walking fast, I feel like
you're like penguins.
Yeah, you're literally penguins, and like people were irritated because at that point we were in the last part of like the people lining up for the shuttle.
You could see the end. Basically.
Yeah, people were also starting to shout. It was getting really annoying. Like, what's happening? My feet were hurting so bad. It was just not the best end to the first night. As a veteran, it had me contemplating going back the next day because I was like, the shuttles are not worth it. We need to get a private driver or something. It was rough, you guys. Definitely leave on time, leave early. Second and third night, we figured it out. We were fine.
We like left like halfway through the last performer or like a little bit before the end. It worked out. And then we started sprinting to like the lines and we skipped them. So like, you know, you can figure out your hacks, but like basically don't be the last people because that's the worst.
Definitely don't, you guys, because it was quite rough. Yeah. Like, it was a lot of their first times going and I was just like, oh my gosh, because I've never done the shuttles before. I just felt so bad. I was like, that's not the best way to end the night. So
yeah, we figured it out. Girl coming back. Girl.
Y'all, the one thing you can take from this freaking first episode is to not work on Monday.
The Monday off. Make it Tuesday.
Make it Tuesday.
Do
honestly,
both, honestly. Do both.
Yeah.
It's a vacation because I have never experienced this before, but I had like post-concert depression. I didn't know it was a thing.
Oh, it's
like,
real. It's real.
People, because I just never went to concerts like that. And then I came back and I was like, I just felt this so much like euphoria. I was like, what am I gonna live for after this? I cannot experience that again. Literally. And so take them Tuesday off, take a mental health day, you know.
Take a mental health day. Live in the stereotype, eh? Like,
literally. If we're Gen Z, like, just do it. Just do it.
No, like, you will be fighting demons that Monday. Like, no, just don't do it, you guys. Take a full day to rest. Like, there's also something called, like, the Coachella cough. I didn't get sick this time.
Oh, I remember. Yeah.
I don't know about you guys.
Our friends got sick, like, a lot.
I think
like 20% of them got sick.
It was kind of cuckoo, but
yeah.
They got that Coachella cough, so you might even be out for like a whole week. Like, the goal is you don't get sick and you wear your mask, but if you
wear your bandana when you're there. That's another hack. Because I had mine and like it was dusty. By the end, it was the whole thing. You can feel the dust on it.
And that's weekend 2 is even more dusty. Because at that point, there's no more grass left, which is crazy.
Exactly.
So take Monday off, take Tuesday off. Honestly, I would have if I could have, but I couldn't. So that kind of sucked. But it worked out. Wait, I do have a question for you though. Let's take it back to this corporate setting. So you have your coworkers on your social media.
I do.
Okay, and then you said it earlier, your outfits were like a really big part for you for this year's Coachella. I'm curious, you have the bare chest out. I'm curious, how do you feel about posting when you know you have coworkers also seeing this?
You know, honestly, I don't feel anything because I feel like I'm just always myself at work. Which is good.
True.
I'm not I'm not the type to be unprofessional at either. Like when I'm not at work, like I do I'm just like more loosey goosey, right? Like I'm like, but like at the same time, I feel like what I post is not gonna harm me in any way. And like we're just people too. Like my coworkers went to Coachella too, and I really don't mind that I have them and I show them my outfits. And they're cute. They're cute outfits. They ate.
They did. He did spiral.
It's art.
We went on like 2 different trips. He brought clothes from like Mexico City.
Yes.
LA, I think also was in there. Oh, Sacramento. The Sac Streets did hit, I fear.
The cowboy moment.
Yeah, it was awesome.
Did you post?
I did post. Less raunchy this year though. I feel like I also went to Coachella during college. So a girl had to do what she had to do. But this year I definitely was a lot. She was demure. Did post though, and it was actually really cool. So I think my coworkers, I don't post often. So I feel like my coworkers were kind of like, oh my gosh, like this is her. And I was like, this is me. This is
me.
It's awesome to see that.
I agree.
But definitely be careful, you guys. Like, maybe don't post to anything too crazy either. Like, definitely, it's what you said. Be demure, you know, stay mysterious. Stay mysterious. Have a close friends and keep it tight, you know?
Yeah. The close friend story really gets it together. But coming back, a lot of conversations about Coachella. How was Coachella? Blah, blah, blah.
Oh my God, the small talk.
Endless small talk about Coachella. It was my favorite set. And I had a lot of coworkers who went to, it was so fun, like, catching up with them, but, like, everyone I saw was like, how was Coachella? I'm like, girl, it was good.
They're like, how was it? I mean, which is so normal for the small talk also, you know, but yeah, guys, that's also one thing in corporate. Small talk will come up, and it's crazy because I feel like we'll talk about Coachella, and then we're like, okay, what about you guys? And then they're like, they're kids.
Yeah.
we went hiking, and I'm like, oh my
went
gosh.
hiking.
Like,
chilled at home.
Oh.
Girl, we know very well you're not just chilling.
Yeah, I feel like there's definitely like some, there's differences there for sure. Yeah.
There.
Well, yeah, guys, definitely I feel like be yourself, stay mysterious though, like definitely on social media. If you're being a little ratty that weekend, you know, maybe keep it cute. Keep it cutesy. Keep it cutesy.
Wait, we haven't even talked about what we work. Or like what we do for work. We've talked for like a long time.
How do we, oh my gosh.
How do we introduce this?
So true, bestie. Well, we said San Francisco. We're based in San Francisco. If you couldn't guess already.
Big tech! Woo!
Yeah. Nice.
We have been working in the same company. And it's been cute. Like, I feel like definitely first was a grind. It was very difficult. We work in sales, so that is another. We'll share some tips about sales. Because that's a big part of our life. Like,
it is a big part
literally
of our life.
Influencing people, getting people to say yes.
Managing stakeholders.
So
revenue era.
A lot of interesting scenarios every single day that we get to do. So.
Yeah, but we do work in big tech, you guys. Specifically, you mentioned sales. We do advertising, so really excited to be talking to you all about what that looks like. Because it is a really cool job. We get to really help businesses out, and I don't mean that in like a kiss butt way, but like really like the work we do is impactful to see that our work does help these businesses grow.
Yeah, and ultimately that's also one of the reasons why we joined sales, because in sales you get to see the
true.
I think it's a bad rep with people who are not in sales, in that like they think that you're just pushing them to spend more money or do what you want, but no, what really good salespeople do, and that's why Brittany and I have seen a lot of success, is we're actually like helping grow value for them and helping them like see success, because if they're successful they spend more, and then we're successful, and so that's like basically just our role, and we see the direct impact of our work with the businesses that we work with. It's awesome. I think it's a really impactful career.
It's a lot of fun too. The place is that because we are in tech, like a lot of the benefits, a lot of the perks are also part of the role. I will say the biggest one though is the people you work with. I will say our company is just so good at being able to find people who are willing to contribute to a community and like a really good work environment. Not only like your friends, but also your teammates, your managers even. We'll definitely be diving like deeper into how to manage relationships also professionally. It's a really cool space to be in for sure.
I mean, and this podcast is really about a lot of different things, right? We talked about Coachella for hella long time. we touched on our lives, right? Growing up in different countries, different cities, and also like career. And so we want to leave this platform with y'all to like tell us what you want to hear.
Yes, guys, tell us what y'all want to hear. Again, like we're both first gen, we both came from like different backgrounds. Like we are so ready to talk about whatever it is you guys want to talk about. Let us know. We have some ideas already about what I feel like I needed most when I was 22, 23, like fresh out of college. If there's anything else that you guys would like to hear from us, like we can probably speak to it. Just let us know.
Yes.
Oh yes.
This was such a fun time. And thanks everyone for watching. We are gonna come up with a new episode every week.
We are.
We are so excited for our next episode. Make sure to catch us. We're gonna have fun new outfits, fun new topics every week.
Oh yeah, our outfits.
Our outfits. We haven't explained the outfits.
We haven't yet.
So for those who are just audio on Spotify.
True.
So we are both wearing overalls. This was a manic episode. I went to New York and I was feeling myself, and I bought this overall that's literally, okay, you can see 360. It's literally like $500.
But it has multi-uses.
Yes, the sales rep there, like, he was eating me up, so I was like, okay. He was like, you can put it this and this. Oh, okay. Alright. So
he ate though, honestly.
I love it.
Whenever Juan wears this, he gets a ton of compliments. So like, I do feel like it was worth it. I think it's a good buy.
Okay, and it's yours.
Mine is a black jumpsuit from Express, which I really like. It was not a manic episode. I think I bought this on sale actually. Juan likes to call us twin flames, which I always joke. I'm like, do you know what twin flames mean? No. I don't know, but he is my twin. I will say we are really similar.
Yeah.
And
we're both Capricorns.
The Capricorn energy is there. Equally delulu, equally diligent. And so, that being said, we're so excited for you to have joined us. Again, please follow us on our socials. We'll be continuing to update with our lives and all.
And catch us next week.
Catch us next week, you
We'll
guys.
see you all later. Mwah. See y'all later. Bye.
Oh my god! I feel like that was so good.
That was so easy.